Bismillah ar-Rahman Rahim. Salam alaikum. I am honored to be in the presence of Muslims and those of other faiths from across the world here in London today. I would like to thank the organizers, sponsors, and the Islam Channel for inviting me here to speak. I'd like to make an announcement that you have been robbed. Yes, you heard me right. You have been robbed and you weren't even aware of it happening. Now don't go checking in your pockets because what has been stolen from you is too precious to be carried in your pockets. The scene of the crime is our minds and our souls. The thieves did not discriminate. They took this priceless gem from each of us, regardless of our age, race, or religion. And that's not the worst of it. Since this theft happened because we stopped valuing the priceless gem, what is the priceless gem that has been taken away from us all so unjustly? Well, in Bengali, you call it Shanman, Gujarati, Adair, Urdu, Arabic, Ihtiram, and in Somali, you call it Sharaf. It's respect. Whether it's in the name of freedom, culture, religion, politics, or even family, respect is a rare gem that everyone wants to claim as their own and put on display, but its beauty is rarely shared and never freely shared. In the name of free speech, we have seen slander and insult leveled only against our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his family, but also against the previous prophets like Jesus and Moses, peace be upon them. The insult that Muslim Ummah felt in response to cartoons published in a Danish newspaper depicting our prophet, peace be upon him, as a terrorist, rocked the world. And to add injury to insult, or insult to injury, there has been yet another publication that Time slandered the wife of Prophet, peace be upon him. And what is our reaction? Instead of engaging in any mindful dialogue, we become vengeful in the name of Islam, and as a result, we have seen terrible acts of violence, revenge, and desecration that are in themselves an insult to the Sunnah, the way of our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him. In the name of upholding the family's respect, we have seen young women brutally murdered in so-called honored crimes. We see parents demanding respect from their children whilst violating the rights and forcing them to marry partners that have no desire to marry. We see our youth disrespecting their parents and themselves by engaging in drug taking, binge drinking, fornication, and the latest craze, knife crimes. Islam abolished slavery many centuries ago, but today we see the rise of slave labor partly as a result of globalization. The detention without trial of our brothers and even sisters like Dr. Afia Siddiqui, without any respect for their well-being, has replaced the Geneva Convention as the legal norm. And don't even get me started on the paradox of torturing incarcerated fellow human beings, all in the name of protecting liberty. I am still haunted by the pictures that came out of Abu Ghraib, Afghanistan, and Guantanamo Bay. I am sure many of you feel the same way. Human rights are to be respected unless you are a sister who decides to wear the hijab. It is not just about how we treat our fellow man or women or child, but we are also failing in our treatment of God's creation. Climate change is a result of our disrespect for the environment that Allah has loaned to the humanity, and to change us with charging and acting after it. In each of these cases, it is our lack of respect for God's creation, be that a man, woman, child, our environment, or even our own selves, that are leading humanity down the destruction path. The generous spirit of respect and understanding the Islamic world was renowned for has been destroyed, replaced by the hollow use of the word respect, to further erode any unity that we have amongst each other or peace without people of our other faiths. Respect should be inherited when dealing with each other, but how far has humanity fallen? Ourselves as Muslims included. It's funny how people are free to insult our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, but if one even thinks of questioning events around the Holocaust, they can be extradited and put on trial. It's equally bemusing that we talk about how Islam came to unify people, but we don't want our children to marry a Muslim of another race. We all have the right to be respected, regardless of our age, religion, or race. And it is our duty that we ensure that injustice is not rendered against the vulnerable of those who are no longer with us to defend themselves. However, it is equally important that we don't just demand respect, but we are willing to give respect to others. We should be a beacon of respect, as our beloved prophet, peace be upon him, was in his lifetime and continues to be for millions of people around the world today. History is testament to how Islam set the precedents for respect and tolerance between Muslims and those of other faiths. When Khalifa Omar bin al-Khattab traveled to Al-Quds, Jerusalem, he was met by the Christian king, who handed over the keys of Jerusalem with the firm belief that Jerusalem would be in good hands. The example of Emir of the Muslims, Salahuddin Ayyubi, who sent his physician to take care of the Christian ruler of Palestine, even though they were at war at the time. It's another example of respect. Even many of the modern scientists have the translators of Islamic Spain to thank for the original works of the life of Aristotle being translated into Arabic and subsequently Latin. And of course, there are beautiful gardens in most of the major Muslim cities today, a legacy of the care and duty that Muslims felt for the world around them. There was a respect for people, knowledge, and the environment. Islam is a message for all people, and it must be something that we selfishly keep to ourselves. Islam teaches us to be respectful and to be respected and to expect respect. It is our duty to take back the priceless gem that has been stolen from us and to ensure that the whole world has a chance to bask in the radiance of respect. I ask my brothers and sisters in Islam, be mindful that this gem is not snatched away from them again, nor that we throw this gem away thinking it has no value. And I ask my brothers and sisters from other faiths, please do not disrespect our faith in the name of freedom or anything else. Respect is more valuable than all the freedom in the world. It is what truly humanizes us. I wish to end by reflecting on the message of unity that our Prophet of Islam shared with us in his last sermon. All mankind is from Adam and Eve. An Arab has no superiority over a non-Arab, nor a non-Arab has any superiority over an Arab. Also, a white has no superiority over a black, nor a black has any superiority over a white, except by pity and good action. Learn that every Muslim is a brotherhood to every Muslim, and that's the Muslims constitute one brotherhood. Respect. Salam alaikum. Thank you very much.